Oh, yeah, well, they didn't know if he was sober. That's the real trick.
Is that guy mumbles again?
Listen to me, fucking crazy bastard. I'm not fucking with you.
You know, he's a young guy in this video too. He's probably about 5 or 6 years older than me.
Well, if you want to call that a young guy, you go for it, Bob.
I am calling him a young guy.
I couldn't help it. That was too easy. I love it when you just lop them up there, and I can smack them out of the park. Anyway, where were we? That is a good question. I'll tell you where one place I was. Tonight, I have this new beer that I just found called Founding Fathers Lager Beer. And dude, it's fantastic. I didn't expect as much. I'll give you a good view. Right? And it's a good beer.
Who made it?
I couldn't tell you who the brewing company is. You shoot the shit for a minute.
Oh,
and I'll figure this out.
I don't know. Maybe I can find it real quick for you. Founding Fathers beer?
Yes. La Trobe, Pennsylvania.
Oh, is that who it's made by?
I guess. It's Founding Fathers beer.
Oh, well, La Trobe.
Huh?
Wait, hold up.
No, La Trobe is a place in Pennsylvania. And on one side it says, we believe the values...
It's Founding Fathers Brewing Company.
Excellent. We believe the values and ideas that originated with our founding fathers.
They donate 50% of all the profits to the families of the United States military.
Yes, they certainly do. That's written on here as well. I was going to get to it. And it also says... Why am I blind? It doesn't say that. That's just what I'm saying. But I need more light. It says, we believe the principles that need to be preserved to keep America strong. I'm fairly impressed with it, to be honest. It's a good beer. Salute.
Looks thick.
No, it's not. It kind of has that color to it.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
But it's really a Yingling-like beer. It's very good.
Yeah, I gotcha.
It's not heavy.
It's like a Las Vegas hooker. They're deceptive.
Yes, deceptive and loose.
Wait. No, you're true. I've been to Las Vegas. That's out of the statute of limitations. 92 when I turned 21.
So far, it's been good to me. I know this.
Can't listen to that old song "Cherry Bomb" anymore without thinking about when I used to go to the Cherry Bomb Ranch. It's a big little resort now. It used to be a hole in the wall, but
I can't listen to the song "Cherry Pie" anymore, thanks to our conversation night before last or whenever it was.
Swinging in the back room.
The funny thing is, we only do little blips of it, like we don't know the whole song. But I guess we do. It's all good.
Yeah, MTV programmed us.
Hey, God bless MTV back in the day.
Back then, man, at least you could get up. You know what? You could get up in the morning. I remember when I was in high school, you could get up in the morning, you could turn on MTV, and it was just like having a radio on. Yes. Actually, with even less advertisement than a radio.
Yes. I remember sitting home sick, watching MTV, and then the afternoon would come around and we'd watch Inspector Gadget. Maybe a little bit of whatever. And then eventually came Tiny Toons. There was all kind of shit back then.
You got that weird cartoon age, man. See, even though we're real close in age, it's like the years of cartoons, they degenerated real quick. Don't you talk shit, man. I also had my
Garfield, and Heathcliff, and Scooby-Doo, and the Jetsons. I had it working for me.
Yeah, I had a bunch of older uncles. If I got in that kind of shit, they'd whip my ass. So.
And Hanna-Barbera. I'm telling you, man. I was right there.
I had He-Man.
He-Man, yeah.
It didn't last too long because my uncle's like, well, it's like he's a queer. Look what he's wearing. It's like, oh. And then years later, in my steroid days, I learned that a lot of the guys that look like that are.
Oh, right.
It's like,
whoa. Power of Grayskull.
Oh, the biggest guy in the gym, he can smash everybody. And so it's like my dad talked about when he was over in Vietnam. There was a fight. Marines and Navy, you know, same group, man, but they hate each other.
Oh yeah, you know, there are many Navy guys that will tell you to this day that Marine stands for my ass rides and Navy equipment.
but my dad talked about. He said normally just simply because of the training. He said, you know, it's no problem. He said there's a reason they take crap from Marine guys. Said, but there was this big bar fight over Vietnam. Then this big old guy, big old Navy, big old burly guy got up. Corn-fed boy. He said,
what's the line? What's the line? Corn what?
Corn-fed.
No. The one from earlier.
Cornballer.
Oh, yeah, he was a cornball.
But a big old corn-fed guy, he said he got up and said, there's only one thing I like more than a good fight, and that's sucking dick, and I'm not doing that right now. Jesus Christ. Said you got to said this guy just started waylaying everybody.
That's madness.
Man, you know, there was up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, man, there was that little club called the Go-Go Club. I think it turned into, you know, everybody turned into something else or something, but yeah, I remember being in high school. We would go down there, and we thought we were cool. You know, we were in like 9th, 10th grade. We thought we would go down there in a car and pull outside and start honking the horn and harassing them. You know, back then you didn't get a hate crime or anything.
Right.
You learned your lesson in a different way.
Yes.
You learned your lesson in a different way. And suddenly...
How was your lesson learned?
You'll love this. Suddenly... as we're out there, we're like honking horns, going, you faggots, you that. And, you know, anybody that's listened to my show, they know I don't care about sexual orientation. I got mine, people got theirs, and we have a right to disagree. But I'm still, you know.
Right.
And suddenly, it looks like the crew from Deliverance, the hillbillies came out, but they're bulked up on steroids wearing biker gear. And they start running towards the car. And, you know, we had pulled in. It's like a circle area we pulled in. So we were going forward. And we get about, maybe a block down. And the car stalls.
Oh, shit.
Special delivery.
And I'm in the back seat, and this other buddy of mine's in the back seat. And this guy was like, he went on to be a college pitcher. If he hadn't decided to go on the Marines, he would have gone on to be pro. He had an unbelievable arm. Now, if he punched you with his left arm, you're not going to feel too much. But I saw him punch out people with his right arm, like Mike Tyson. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what I used to tell Taylor to do because, you know, he was a pitcher. And I was like, listen, man.
Exactly. But a lot of them don't understand it, but he grew up in a rough-ass neighborhood. So he understood it at an early age. But he's behind the driver, this other buddy of mine. And later that guy said, he goes, the whole time I'm trying to get this car back going, he goes, I literally feel like I've got a concussion because my friend was hit. He was so scared. I mean, I was terrified. We got like the super friends that are bulked up on steroids, but they're from a gay bar running down the street after us in the middle of the night after we won a football game. We think we're cool if I do this. And yeah, this guy, I mean, he literally, the back of the headrest on this old car was literally caved in with this guy with his right arm because he was tough, man, but he was probably, we get down to the scaredest of us all. And he was just beating that seat. Like, bam, the car started when they were about 10 feet from, it was like a movie thing. And I never, and they talked about, well, let's go down and do that. I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't care what car we're in. Fuck? I learned my lesson on that one. Gay people are not little skinny, what we know as little effeminate guys.
No.
Some of them are big old burly country boys wearing some overalls with nothing else, with some tennis shoes running after your car. They're going to beat your head in.
Wait, let's all go back for a moment and visualize Bob Brutus's description of nothing but men in tennis shoes. For anybody that's not gay, that will be quite disturbing. For anybody that is, enjoy your time.
And overalls.
That's fantastic.
No, they don't. It's not like that anymore. But I have to. I got to give a salute to that man. Just a real quick one, since here we go.
I don't think you understood me. I want to get some drivers to drive this car and that car down to Aintree. Drivers, you understand?
Like get a driver, brother.
Who?
A driver, brother.
Where do they live?
I live back over that way.
Sad thing is, they actually used one of those podunk inbreds as that guy that played the banjo there. Extras, man. Those were the extras. They found those that they were looking for,
Well, you're not extra. We already wrote you in here. We didn't even know it. That's fantastic. How great, man.
Man, it's just like one quote from Deliverance. I love when Burt Reynolds says it. I keep trying to think of the. I could find. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn. Here we go,
you
man.
Find it?
Yes.
Machines are going to fail. And the system's going to fail. And then what? Then survival. Who has the ability to survive? That's the game. Survive.
And you can't wait for it to happen, can you? You can't wait for it. Well, the system's done all right by me.
Oh, yeah. You got a nice job. Got a nice house. Nice wife. Nice kid.
You make that sound rather shitty, Lewis.
Why do you go on these trips with me, Ed?
I like my life, Lewis.
Yeah, but why do you go on these trips with me?
You know, sometimes I wonder about that. Here's to you, Lewis.
Ah, damn, he got one.
That boy's got a pretty mouth.
You sure got a pretty mouth. Yeah. That's fucked up. That's the lines. If anybody wants to know, that's the